business rifle, something like that.
Hello.
Don't you think, Chad?
Sorry if you hear stuff in the background.
But I'm thinking
Mainly
the
YouTube. I'm watching a
has
video
no motive, unless they have
by
some really
Marshy,
bad
who's a
relationship.
VTuber. So, yeah.
The door behind him looked like it had been kicked or blown outward. A piece of the door frame was missing. The lock was damaged. It was clear early on this wasn't just a crime scene. It was a puzzle. At first, they weren't sure if the damage to the door had happened during the police response.
This is a complicated case.
Then they found a broken piece of the frame a few feet away on the deck.
Female.
Officers retraced every movement. They checked if maybe one of them or the paramedics had accidentally done it.
That's what I was thinking. The piece of this door would be out here somewhere. Oh, wait, there it is. It's all the way over here.
Oh, okay, then
That's
that definitely
fake.
wasn't us. Because he did not pull it up.
You would have seen that
Yeah.
all the way over here, right?
Yeah.
Don't bring camera, huh?
That meant someone else had. And it had happened before anyone arrived. Then came another clue. There were bloody footprints trailing out onto the deck. They led down the stairs toward the driveway. Todd's black
I mean, from that footprints, they can definitely trace back to the type of shoes. Then they can know if it's a woman's or man's shoes.
UV was parked nearby, untouched. But whoever had walked out that door must have had a ride waiting, or their own vehicle ready to go. At first, they considered if the prints could have come from one of their own.
Let me double check
No.
Unless,
Yeah, make sure it's not a cop's shoes, blood.
measure bottom of your feet. Alright, definitely. Can I see the tread on your shoes?
Yeah, don't step onto the blood, you know. But yeah,
There's footprints all over in the blood, and it looks like
Ooh, I like
I think they're separated.
the hair.
yeah, it matches nobody's.
She's with the
No
children.
match. The prints didn't belong
Right
to any of
there.
them.
Got the hair.
Paramedics were checked.
Can't believe you left behind prints, man. Like
Shoes
friends,
bottom of your
come on.
No. Can I see the bottom of your shoe?
I tried to tiptoe around.
So that was it. The prints didn't belong to anyone still at the scene, which meant the person who left them was gone.
Okay.
Inside the house, police found laptops and tablets scattered in plain sight. Nothing seemed taken. That alone cast doubt on any theory
Is that?
of a
Oh my
robbery.
god, bro.
His car
White powder.
and vehicle still sat parked neatly in the driveway. His wallet and keys were found
So it's
too,
not a robbery.
stashed inside the house, just missing the cash, which according to the family wasn't unusual.
Hmm.
Todd rarely carried any, but one thing was missing, and it stood out. His phone was gone. Officers
Sus.
began combing the home for any sign of what might have happened. Eventually, they uncovered
I don't think it's a
shell
hitman,
casings
yeah.
inside. A few guns turned up during the search too. In one closet,
Oh,
hidden beneath
damn.
layers of clothing, was an unloaded 9mm handgun. Close to it, they found a shotgun, also not loaded. The master bedroom held another surprise. Sitting on a shelf inside the nightstand was a second 9mm.
There's
This
passport
one
as
tucked
well.
under a Spider-Man mask.
Why the hell is there a Spider-Man mask next to a bunch of white claws and condoms? Is somebody role-playing here?
It was loaded. 1 round in the chamber, 4 in the magazine. Every gun they found was
Crazy party.
registered to
I'm
Todd,
saying.
but none matched the bullets that killed him. With the house searched and little to suggest forced entry, officers turned their attention to the neighbors.
Okay.
Someone saw something.
Neighbors, come on,
Furniture
come on.
loitering, a parked car, even something that didn't feel right. Neighbors mostly described Todd as polite, reserved, and often seen with his 2 young children.
It's so
He wasn't the
fucking
chatty type,
cold.
but he waved when he passed by.
It was freezing
Then they found
yesterday.
Linda,
It's like
who lived a
below
few houses
cold,
down.
below
Linda had a
0.
gut feeling
Okay.
that something was off. She couldn't quite explain it.
I always said there's something off about him. Like, I just couldn't. There's something There seems to be something strange about her.
Her daughter
He
babysat
got murdered!
once or twice.
Bro, Linda is not very helpful, chat. She's like, oh, it's something weird and sus about him. He literally got murdered. And you're here talking shit about Todd. Yeah, she's kind of sus, chat. I think I'm adding Linda to my suspicious list. Like, anyone that talked badly about victim that recently passed away, Linda's very sus, chat.
Twice
I am
about a year
cold.
ago. She always
Oh,
thought
so
there
cold.
was something strange about him. The officer wanted her to spell it out.
Yeah,
What exactly felt
come on, Linda.
about him?
Has he ever mentioned any odd to you before? I was trying to get a same too. It just seems odd.
But she couldn't put it
Oh
into
my god,
words.
Linda.
She didn't understand how he lived the way he did.
If you haven't noticed, I probably would usually get
Linda.
goosebumps
Tons
on my
of
arm.
people work from home. What is she on, chat? A lot of people work from home nowadays, especially after 2020. I think Linda did it, chat. I think she's jealous the fact that he's working from home and she's not.
He's not got a computer on his work at home job. That's pretty common nowadays.
Where's this guy gets money from?
You're jealous.
Didn't buy the whole story about a work from home job. It
What
felt
the
too
fuck?
convenient. And then there was the babysitting.
Like, what does he do? And he says, oh, he's running errands and go to the gym, and so he must have another babysit. There's no,
You ever noticed any depression or anything like that?
it just seems off.
Just seems off.
He seems like off and weird. Like, I don't know. I have a really off feeling.
Chat, I have an off feeling about Linda. Who cares if he go to the gym? Bro. Nah, I think she's jealous of his lifestyle. Let's be real.
What's your name, ma'am?
What's your last name, Linda?
Feeling that kind of
Come on.
off energy you can't always explain. And that was all she had to say.
Bro.
The house next door.
Chat, Linda would not like me. Linda would be like, yo, Marshy, this neighbor, just like she stay at home all the time. She doesn't really go out, and I hear her screaming all the time. And she keep calling chat, something chat, you know, like, yeah, there's something wrong with Marshy. She would not like me.
Her grandfather, Brian, had been home all morning, like he usually was. But even with his routine of watering the plants, watching TV, and sitting on the porch sipping his coffee, he hadn't seen or heard anything unusual.
Have you seen anyone
I think
in
this
the house?
neighbor's better.
Anything, and I'm retired, recently retired over here all the
You're
time.
here, you haven't heard anything?
Haven't
See anything?
peep.
Okay. Alright.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, we're just,
Okay.
yeah, I'll take it.
Sorry about that. It's my
It's okay. You seem to.
Oh, this guy's nice.
cat.
There you go.
Here you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There you
Todd
go.
always came
See,
off
that's nice. See? We like him already.
as a decent guy to Brian.
Do,
He seemed
do,
polite, just a regular neighbor with kids and all. But the way Linda had described him earlier,
Yo.
didn't quite match that version of Todd. To her, he was off. Strange. That awkwardness now clashed with Brian's view of Todd as a decent family.
Okay, I think Linda
And
did
then
it.
there was Todd's
Yeah.
past. His first wife left him over cheating. Now,
What
the
are you
weird state of his
doing?
bedroom was
Yeah,
a whole
it does look
different
kinda
story about
sus.
him. The man was a walking contradiction. Just down the street, Eugene and Sherry, an older married couple,
Okay.
were eager to talk. They told police
More nosy
early that
people.
morning, like usual. And around 7:15 or 7:20 a.m., they both heard what could have been gunshots. At first, they didn't think much of it. Sound carried strangely across the back end of their property. Could have been more work being done at Todd's place. He had been renovating the house a lot lately, but it wasn't just the sounds that stood out. They also remembered seeing a car.
Somebody come out of the house into the car that was next to the Porsche. They were in the car. I mean, it was there.
Porsche?
No, it was next to the Porsche.
Okay.
And it was there when I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock.
Jack Loki, if somehow someone in my neighborhood got murdered and the police came and questioned me, I'll be like, I have no idea. I do not go out. I don't really talk to my neighbors. I would not be helpful, but you know what? at the least, I would not be like Linda. I would just say, I don't really know XYZ. I don't really know them that well, so I'm sorry I can't be helped much of the investigation. I would be like, yeah, he seems really shy, he doesn't go out, he wants to home. But as of right now, Linda is not looking good, chat. She's not looking good.
Once I walked
The car was already.
Dude,
the car was already
I
there.
can't even fight that
He's
motherfucker.
due, yeah, when I woke up.
Okay.
But at 7:15, 7:20, I heard. And then I saw someone come out of the house,
Ooh, 7 a.m.
go to the car, open up the
See?
car. Was there
That
for a
motherfucker,
while,
I can't even
took
fucking
something back
destroy
into
it.
the house, like a package or a box, it looked like.
Okay.
And then came back out, not running, but walking fast.
Quick paced.
Ooh.
Now, what time was that?
It had to be 7.
At 7.
Murder at 7 a.m.?
That was, you heard three.
Two shots, I'm assuming, I don't know, and then I thought someone was banging on something, and then a little pause, and then.
Ooh, I saw someone said, did Kirk Wi-Fi talk cheating and off him? Maybe it's possible that he was partying, and maybe she found out? I don't know.
Be more formal.
Police asked if they could identify the person behind the wheel of the unfamiliar car.
Nano-causing microbes are on everyone's scalp. When you use Head and Shoulders every wash, its active ingredient keeps them at bay.
Tackle dandruff every wash.
I just got obsessed with making a product that actually tastes like the fruit on the can. Real fruit sourced from real farmers and squeezed by juicing facilities. It's just the right way to do it. Spindrift. It's worth the squeeze.
I'm Emily Backus. I'm Vantage's Sustainability Director for North America. We're preserving over 150 acres of land. That land will be restored back to a native Wisconsin landscape. Throughout the site, we're planting over 2,000 native trees, and there will be no water directly piped from the lake. Here at the Lighthouse campus, we're really looking to set a new standard for sustainability for data centers. And that's why it is so important for us to be building this the right way.
Can you describe it?
It was a smaller car, light color.
He has good observation skill, holy shit.
Light gray, I couldn't get the name of it.
Gee,
Talking of cameras?
I checked my brain.
You didn't pick it up.
but he's helpful though.
It didn't pick it up.
Okay. It was like 4-door or 2-door?
I couldn't tell.
Alright, if they couldn't make out the car, maybe they could at least describe the person they saw coming and going from Todd's place that morning.
Did you see the person?
No, I didn't. I mean, no, I did not. I did not see the person.
Okay.
My
Alright,
wife,
guys.
it was long hair.
Long-haired person.
Oh man.
It wasn't much, but it was more than they had before. Sherry saw the individual who left in the unknown vehicle. She gave a general idea of what they looked like. Small build, shoulder-length hair.
So then
That just sounds like his current wife.
with long hair to the shoulders. I couldn't even tell you if it was male or female, to be honest with you. It looked like a smaller frame, not a big person. Got into a little car. I wouldn't say the car was champagne color. He said it was bluish, so there you go for Octo's
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
Regardless of the color of the car, she was confident about one thing. It was not a car she'd ever seen at Todd's house before.
There are cars, Todd, from what I know, he's only been here less than a year. He has 2 children, from different mothers. They're coming and going all the time, dropping kids.
Bro, I do not even know if my neighbors have kids or not. I don't even know what cars they drive. But no, it could have been Linda. She's a neighbor. She can just walk over, just need a car. That is true.
Oh,
Exhaust.
sure.
And, there's always like a Jeep there from somebody he knows. I don't know if it's one of the mothers or not, but it's a newer Jeep. This was a car that I'd never
You've
seen.
never seen that car?
No.
But this unfamiliar car, it stood out. Sherry was certain it wasn't part of the usual mix. The officers zeroed in on what the person had been doing before they left.
That person came out, like Jeep said, grab something from the car. I thought it was more like a package, he thought it was like a box. Again, we weren't putting anything in perspective, it's just what we walked is passing by. And then the person took something back into the house, and then came back out and then just drove away. And Gene even commented like, well, there couldn't have been anything, they're not in a rush.
Later that day, Eugene dug into his ring footage to try and help officers make
Got
sense
the
of
ring
what
footage
they
too, let's go.
found a faint image of the vehicle around 6:50 a.m.
10 to 7, the car is there?
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know how to work this thing.
I think it's gonna make it or break the case because
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the car.
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna get to see anything from that or whatever.
Okay, I'll give this back to you. I'll go tell,
Okay, I'm not sure how to.
yeah.
Todd is lucky. This man is in his nearby neighbor, not Linda.
It's gone.
Yeah.
This is, what time is that, right?
6:50.
Okay, and then 7 is gone.
Yeah. Well, the next spot on here is
7:30.
so there's a gap.
Okay,
And it's gone at 7:30.
okay, give me 1 second.
The person that got in and out of it was barely visible, but the car itself showed up clearly parked beside Todd's black SUV at exactly 7 o'clock. By the time the camera skipped ahead to 7:30, the vehicle was gone.
Ooh.
Eugene sent the still frame to the police. The car was a light-colored crossover, something that looked completely out of place in Todd Morgan's regular
What color
driving
is
scene.
it?
And while the investigation was still developing,
Sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm
Todd
literally
hadn't died by accident. The
focusing.
signs were stacking up. Someone had deliberately walked in, carried something in and out, and left him there. Now,
Ooh.
police had a suspect to chase. The state of the master bedroom didn't make sense at first
No, it looks like
glance.
a party.
A loaded gun on the floor, spent shell casings, and then there were the masks, the adult toys, the used condoms tossed around like trash. It didn't look like a typical break-in or robbery. It looked
That's popcorn too, Chad. You see that?
I decided to lie.
Considered the
Damn.
possibility that Todd hadn't been alone.
No.
Maybe he was in the bedroom with a woman. Maybe her
Ooh.
boyfriend or husband found out
Yeah.
he was in with a gun. That theory was floating in the air, but it was far from confirmed. First, they had to figure out if Todd had been romantically involved with anyone at all. So, they went to Mary Ann Karen Deng. She was the one who had called in the wellness check after he failed to pick up their daughter. Now she was standing face to face with a Hudson officer, hearing the worst.
Bro, no way she's wearing the Ohio merch shirt. That's insane, man.
Todd, we found Todd dead today. So,
Any explanation?
there's still an ongoing investigation. We have the detectives looking into it right now.
Yeah, as we find out more.
Mary had known Todd well enough to have a daughter with him, even if they weren't together anymore. She told him about his past, about how his first marriage had crumbled after an affair with a student. That relationship hadn't lasted either. Over time, Todd had also started struggling with alcohol.
Ooh.
To
Not
stay
a good
sober,
mix.
he'd been using a breathalyzer linked to an app, iSober. The device recorded his alcohol levels and sent the data straight to her phone. She
Ooh.
told them the last time Todd had used the device was the morning before he died.
Started to do an isober device.
What's that?
It's to breathe into it and it.
Yeah, he did have an affair with his college student. He was a professor. I know, when I first heard that, I was like, he what? Bro? I mean, it's too bad that he was cheating on his ex-wife with a student in his college. You know, definitely not a good look for him. But also, it doesn't take away the fact that he was wrong.
It's a random video.
Just any.
About anything at all, okay.
Okay. Back to the
The last report I got was
canteen.
from yesterday.
And this is his first wife,
Yeah.
but they separated.
Better result for that test yesterday, yes.
Does it give numbers or just say if it's positive or negative for alcohol?
It does give numbers.
Okay.
What's this test called again? iSober?
I've never heard of the
The
isomer
officers wanted to
device.
know if there had been any recent conflicts in his life.
Mm.
Anything that might have caused tension.
Who is he dating now?
escalated into violence. The only person she could think of was Todd's first ex-wife,
Ooh.
Lisa's boyfriend.
Only other thing I could think of, but this was
Way.
a year ago, his ex was dating someone that he said felt threatened, but
her and him ever having to exchange anything in person.
To be the ex-wife.
Could be in part of our common area.
It's his girlfriend's.
His ex-wife's boyfriend.
Oh my god, Chad.
The jealous boyfriend didn't want them meeting in private. Things felt tense enough that even a simple handoff of the kids had to happen in public spaces. As for any new relationship Todd might have been in, Mary couldn't say.
January, and at that time he said he was dating someone.
Okay. But you did confirm or deny that. You don't know.
No, I don't.
But she didn't know who, never saw her, never asked. But it was enough to give the detectives a new lead. The autopsy didn't leave much to question. Todd Morgan had been shot 7 times.
7 times? Yeah, that's personal.
Of stifling. That powder burn pattern on the skin that forms when a gun is fired at close range. At least one of those shots had been fired from very near. 2 bullets hit just above his left collarbone, and the medical examiner believed those alone would have been fatal within minutes. All 7 came from the same gun, a 9mm handgun.
Yeah.
There was
It's
signs of a
personal.
struggle. It was methodical. It looked personal, like someone was very angry. To the cops, Teresa's jealous boyfriend looked like suspect number 1. But before they could haul him in, detectives started tracing Todd's last steps, and that's when something strange popped up. There had been a 911 call made from his own address that morning, April 19th, exactly 7:21 a.m. That timing was important. It matched closely with when neighbors claimed they heard the gunshots. But the call itself was strange. Dispatch picked up, and no one spoke. Silence. They explained it could have been a system-activated call. iPhones automatically
they regretted calling 911.
Investigators started to believe the call might have been triggered unintentionally by the killer. When they traced the number, it came back to someone named Terriana Pascal. She was slim, dark hair, drove a silver crossover. That description matched what neighbors had given earlier about the woman seen leaving Todd's house that morning. Now with her name attached to that
Number.
the pieces started fitting together. Officers headed straight to the address.
Basically a different version of Jabba the Hutt.
When they got there, they hit a wall.
Jabba is on Tatooine. This motherfucker is on
He
Hutt.
was calm at first, but
The
quickly
Hutt.
grew defensive. He insisted Terriana didn't live there.
That sucks.
What friend she's staying with?
He knows her though, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be the end of it.